Welcome to the Complete Story series, where I take trade paperbacks and single issues and I break them down into digestible bites to help you understand. The purpose of this is to give you recaps of your favorite comic book stories so that you can understand what's going on and then go purchase a follow-up issue and find out what's happening next in the storyline. But we do things a little differently here. We add funny voices, we add some epic music, and we try to make it a dramatic reading for you, and I hope you enjoy. And if you enjoy this, please don't forget to subscribe. Now, if you haven't been following the storylines, in the current timeline, Logan is dead. But during the Secret Wars event, another version of him has arrived in the main Marvel universe, and that version is Old Man Logan. He's found a new home. He doesn't know where he is or how he got here, but he is trying to find a home and a place in this world. And in our last video, through his travels, Logan was hunted and attacked by Lady Deathstrike and her Reavers. Through a fierce battle, Logan managed to kill off the Reavers, but with his own wounds taking their toll, Lady Deathstrike was able to escape. With Deathstrike still on the loose, Logan heads over to Tokyo to meet with a contact known as Ito, hoping that they know where to find her. As the two sit at a bar, Logan asks if Ito has any information, and Ito tells him sure, but where's the money? Logan slides an envelope stating that all 1 million yen is there. Ito takes it and slides over a paper with the intel. He also says that he's done some digging himself and he found that there still appears to be a bounty on Logan, 3 million yen to be exact. As Logan opens up the paper, he sees the word boom, and he quickly realizes things are not about to go too well. Before he can even stand up, Logan is shot over and over until his body falls down onto the table. Logan thinks how he knew he couldn't trust Ito, and unfortunately for Ito and his crew, they don't know everything about Logan. Logan gets up, throwing the table at the gunman, and he jumps over to Ito, popping his claws. Within seconds, all of the gunmen are cut down and killed. Ito tries to escape, but before he can even get out the door, Logan grabs him, telling him that he has until the count of 3 to tell him what he wants to know. A little while later, Logan takes a boat out to a village where Ito said that Deathstrike was, but the strange thing is, he doesn't smell anyone. After a bit of searching, Logan finally picks up on her scent, machine oil and blood. The trail takes Logan to an abandoned shack at the edge of the village, and he pops his claws ready to kill. As the door opens to the shack, Logan hears Deathstrike asking him if it's him. He tells her to come out so he can see her, and she says that she can't. He's gotta help her. He looks over to see that Deathstrike is bound and chained up with cuts all over her body. Though this isn't the first time that Logan has been to Japan, he's reminded of the time that him and Maureen escaped the wastelands here. Back then, they had other troubles to worry about. The Silent Order. Logan runs over to Deathstrike, telling her that this better not be some kind of trick, and she tells him that he shouldn't have come here. It's exactly what they wanted. Logan asks who, and then he feels an arrow go through his arm, and then several more shooting into his back. As his body falls to the ground, he begins to feel his healing factor working, but the arrows, they were poisoned and they're slowing it down. A foot then steps on his head, and the voice tells him that he has no idea how long they've waited. He now belongs to the Silent Order. A little while later, Logan finds himself in a hole and the voice of Maureen telling him to get up. Logan says this can't be real. That can't be you. Maureen was left in the wastelands at a different time, a different place. Before Old Man Logan found himself in this world, Maureen was his wife before she was murdered. Maureen tells him of course not, he's still in Japan and right now he needs to wake up, but be warned, it's really going to hurt. Logan opens his eyes to see the arrows from before still stuck in him, and then he sees the sunlight atop. He begins to pull the arrows out and he claws his way out of the hole. And as he begins to get higher and higher, the voice from before tells him that that was pretty impressive, but futile. The man pulls back at his bow and he fires another arrow into Logan's chest, knocking him back down to the bottom of the well. He then says that he's been trying to kill him for days now, but even with him being resilient, they will find a way. Logan looks at the man and tells him, that's where you're wrong. I already know everything about you. Your name is Sohei of the Silent Order, and I've already killed you once before. Back then, when he and Maureen were surrounded by the Silent Order, they attacked him. One of the men said that his name was General Sohei. Logan tried to tell those people from before that they were passing by, but back then, Sohei stabbed Logan in the throat, except Logan didn't die. Back in the current day, Logan goes on stating that he knows a lot of things. Like, when Sohei killed him before, he was a bit younger. Sohei tells him that they've been after him for quite some time. Using Deathstrike as bait would surely draw him out without the aid of the other X-Men. Logan calls out that he's sorry to break it to him, but he's killed him before. He has no problem killing Sohei again. Logan pops his claws and he begins to climb again, and as he does, Sohei fires more and more arrows into him. After finally clawing his way out, Sohei asks if he's had enough, and Logan tells him, not even close. Deathstrike's voice shouts, it's no use, you can't beat them, and Logan pulls an arrow out of himself, telling her, yeah, I'm gonna see about that. It's just gonna be me and Sohei. Sohei laughs, telling him that won't be the case. Unlike you, we are the Silent Order. When you fight one, you fight all of us. Logan charges, jumping into the crowd of men, cutting away who he can, but as the fight goes on, Logan knows that even he can't outlast them like this. So that means, like it or not, he's going to have to team up with someone who wants to kill him. Logan cuts down the post holding up Deathstrike's cage as she steps out, stating that she's not sure if she should thank him or just kill him right now. The two stand back to back and Logan says that she can kill him if she wants to, but they have to get out of here first. You see, back in the past, in the other world, the Wastelands, the fight didn't exactly go like this. So he captured Logan and his wife Maureen of the time, and he had taken them to their leader. Logan told Maureen that he was really sorry for what she's about to see, and the leader sees Logan staring at some of the collections on the wall and tells him that his trophies are really something else. Though Japan didn't have very many supervillains, they all fell before the Silent Order. But right now it's about him. How about they take a look inside to see what the real him is like, shall they? As the leader places his hands on Logan's head, he begins to see Logan's life, all of the death and destruction that surround him. He then steps back, asking Sohee what he has done. He has brought a monster to them. Logan stands up, popping his claws, telling Maureen, "I'm sorry, but you're gonna want to close your eyes." Back in the current times between Logan and Deathstrike, the two cut down most of the Silent Order, but Sohee tells them that it's not enough. Deathstrike tells him no, they used her as bait, so now she's gonna kill him. So he pulls out his sword and in a flash tells her that now their story is finished with her. Logan tells him to leave her alone. He's already killed him before and he's happy to do it again. Logan then charges with his claws out, but Sohee catches his fist, telling him, "You claim to know me, but I too know all about you." Through their struggle, Logan headbutts Sohee to push him back, but Sohee just returns the kick to the stomach, knocking him away. As the two fight, the fight doesn't quite play out as it once did before. This time, instead of Logan standing over Sohee's body, it's Sohee standing over his. But before Sohee can deliver the final blow, Logan kicks him, knocking him over the ledge. But rather than falling, his body stops and floats, and Logan begins to float as well. The voice of a young boy tells Logan to stop hurting his friends. Logan tells the boy that the way he's looking at it, those guys are not his friends, they just want to use him. And he goes on stating that he can help with his powers. There are others like him, so please stop this. The boy screams no. He knows who he is. He has seen the day of his death brought on by him. Logan's body is slammed into the ground, and the boy says that the day his power manifested, he had a vision. It was his future, where Wolverine killed Sohee and himself. But the killing didn't stop there. He began killing everyone in the Silent Order, those who tried to protect him, but no matter what, he just kept coming like a monster. Logan slowly stands up, stating that he isn't here to kill the boy. That future is not going to happen. That's why he came back here, to change that. Right now, their future is unwritten. Both of their futures. The boy shouts, "Liar," and Sohee tells him to step back, but the boy begins to lift up both Logan and Sohee again, stating that he's tired of being told what to do. They all just fail him. He then holds Logan up and shoots him down into the well where Deathstrike fell. Lifting up Logan again, he continues to slam him down harder and harder each time, asking why he won't just die. Deathstrike says that she asked herself that many times before, and over again, the boy just keeps lifting and dropping Logan. There are plenty of times that Logan wished he could have died, like back when Maureen watched him slaughter the Silent Order of their time. One of these days, he's going to die, but that day isn't today. Deathstrike grabs one of the stray arrows and throws it up into the well into the boy's leg, causing him to fall down. So he runs over to catch him, but his grasp misses. He looks down and he sees Logan holding the boy with his claws ready to pop out, telling him, "Playtime's over." He then shouts at them to send a rope down, and so he says that not even the Wolverine will kill a defenseless boy. Deathstrike says maybe so, but she sure as hell would. So he tells the others to grab the rope. While Sohee and the rest grab it, Deathstrike tells Logan that he owes her if they get out of here. And Logan tells her that if they get out of here, he's gonna make her a damned X-Men. But as the two of them go on, the boy's eyes begin to get wide. And then there's a massive explosion, throwing both Logan and Deathstrike out. As they watch, they see the boy coming out as his body begins to transform. With a bright pink flash, the boy's body grows into a giant creature, and he starts to shout, "You won't kill me!" Logan runs up telling him to hang on. He knows that he's scared right now, but the boy tells him no. He isn't scared of anything. So he shouts that is enough, but the boy tells him to wait, and several spears shoot into Logan's stomach. He begins to think to himself that this is where his future finally catches up to him. Breaking all of the spears, he tears through the Silent Order, and he punches upwards, cutting away at Sohee's chest and face. He looks back, telling the boy that the last time he saw his boy, he was about the same age as him. He would give anything to give his son another chance, but this world is hard enough as it is. So no, he isn't going to kill him, and if he stays with Sohee, it's only a matter of time before someone does. The boy breaks out of the giant body and places his hand on Logan's head, and he looks. Everything that Logan has been through, everything that he has fought for, everything that he has lost. The boy leans back, stating that he lost them all, but he's here now. How could that be? Logan tells him that he barely understands his situation himself, but he's living with it. And right now, he's got a choice. He can stay with Sohei and let them decide his future, or he can choose his own way. Sohei shouts that he can't. The Silent Order will rise and he is the one to lead them. But as Sohei goes on, the boy tells him to just stop. He doesn't want to do this anymore. He just wants to be a boy. He then begins to destroy everyone around him, pushing back the Silent Order. Logan asks, "Did you?" And the boy says no. They're not dead. There's already been so much of that. The boy then asks what happens now, and Logan tells him, "I'll put a call into S.H.I.E.L.D. They'll pick up Sohei and the others. But you can come with me and leave all of this behind." The boy then asks if there are other children like him, children who are different. And Logan holds out his arms, telling him, "Yeah, I know a whole mansion of them. You're gonna love it there." And that concludes The Last Ronin, another amazing Old Man Logan story. Now, some people didn't like this one as much as the previous two, but I personally did like it. And the next story in the Old Man Logan story arc is Old Man Logan versus Dracula, and we'll be bringing that to you very soon, because there's kind of a movie out there related to Wolverine. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you next time, right here at Comicstorian.